And we're live with some Weeaboss Wednesdays, playing some
Hello.
Tyrion, Cuthbert, Attorney of the Arcane. So I think we're finally coming up to the second day trial after doing all of our investigation.
Yeah, so we investigated a bit. We learnt a bit more on what was going on.
Yeah, so we found out that the daughter isn't actually a biological daughter. She's from a noble family that obviously nobles can use magic. And oh my god. No. Cancel.
That's definitely the right one, right? Good.
But okay. Yeah, so the father got angry at her because he found out that she was using magic. Even though the implication is that they both kind of knew already, him and his wife.
I think that's a bit bad. Like, you shouldn't be. I would say white looks more like delete.
Yeah, what is it? Only when it's blue?
Yeah, blue's selected.
What? But
I think it should be grey if you wanted it to look.
Or like indented
grey or
at least.
Yeah. It needs something a bit more on this.
That's weird. Yes, we would like to like. Yeah,
we
so...
delete it. Actually, next time we get the opportunity to save, we're in it. Menus.
Oh, this is cute. I didn't realise that there was like pictures.
Save 10. There we
Oh,
go, just in case.
Oh, fuck. These are cool. I like these. Fuck. It's like a whole story here in just the like pictures.
Nice.
Hey, Miss Tamora. It was me who played this one.
Yeah.
Cuthbert. How did the investigation go? I feel more prepared, at the very least. I don't know exactly what happened, but I have a clearer picture of the crime scene. What did you find? So, there's still no clues directly pointing to another suspect. Have you been able to coax any new details from Coy? She's already told me everything she knows. She's not the one who killed Flintheart, Miss Tamora. Sure of that now. You trust people far too easily. You say that like it's a bad thing. It's going to get you hurt out one of these days. People are never as innocent as they appear. Does that include you? Fucking throwing shade. What? Commander White had a lot of things to say about you. I've listened to him. What are you trying to say? I'm saying that I've never believed the rumors about you, not for a second. You saved me when I was had nothing and taught me how to fight against the nobility. Everyone told me that you were a criminal. Wouldn't be here right now if I'd listened to them. Cuthbert. Trust me. Not going to stop trying to see the best in people. Celeste is innocent. I'll prove that. Everyone, including you. You can be really stubborn sometimes, you know that. I get it from you. That seemed to get a chuckle out of her. I wish I could see the world the way you do, Cuthbert. Truth isn't always as, what you want it to be. I know, but I'm not going to let that change me. Took a deep breath and readied myself. I was approaching the end game now, of the prologue. All I had to do now was to move the final pieces into place and end this once and for all. The bailiff led Celeste into the courtroom. I followed closely behind them. I die. Order! The court is now resumed for the trial of Celeste McCoy. Let us review the proceedings from yesterday. The defense presented some unfortunate oversights during the investigation.
I personally saw to it that the crime scene was thoroughly inspected this time.
You don't have the authority to do that. I see. I suppose that puts my mind at ease, if nothing else.
At yesterday's trial, we found an inconsistency between the crime scene photo and the autopsy report. Because of this, the defense argued that a third party must have interfered with the crime scene to frame the defendant. To clear any doubts you may have, the individual who discovered the body has decided to testify today.
Really? It was my understanding that they wanted to remain anonymous.
The witness in question was within the gallery of the trial yesterday. After yesterday's proceedings, he felt he couldn't stay silent any longer.
Very well, let's hear it from the witness. Witness, please state your name and occupation for the court. I think you were this guy last time.
I'm trying to remember what his name. Wait, what context did we meet this guy in again?
He was the chauffeur of the noble.
My name is Wise.
Reginald.
Reginald. My name is Wise Reginald Woodolph. I am a chauffeur.
Rudolph appeared to be writing something in his notebook. His pen glided across the page, filling line after line within seconds. Mr. Rudolph?
Forgive me. I was merely recording everyone present in this room.
You're taking notes?
I always keep clear and detailed reports of my actions each day. I found that ordering the present naturally brings order to the future.
What? With such detailed records, your testimony about the defendant must be thorough indeed.
Actually, I witnessed much more than this, the defendant. I saw the crime as it was being committed, and I wrote down everything that I witnessed.
And you didn't have any hopes of preventing it in any way? What? If what you're saying is true, why have you waited until now to testify? And why did you wait to prevent any crime from being committed?
We had initially concluded that the evidence alone was decisive enough. We saw no need for Mr. Rudolph to testify. However, that clearly changed after yesterday's trial.
There's no way the prosecution wouldn't eyewitness testimony from the start. There had to be another reason why he didn't take the stand yesterday. He was dead.
No, it was put up to it by someone else.
Yeah, well, he's going to say a load of bullshit, isn't he? Very well,
100%,
Mr.
yeah.
Rudolph. Please testify to the court about what you saw that night.
Honestly, rather than a note of what he wrote, it's probably what, his master wrote down. I was transporting a client in my carriage that evening. We were arriving at the McCoy Tavern when we heard a disturbance. This occurred at 1:08 a.m. Worried that something was amiss, I walked into the establishment to see what the commotion was about. That's when I saw the defendant, lit by the blue glow of the dining room lights. She had stabbed Philhart, and her sword was shining with magical energy. You already see it as well, right?
Fucking the biggest, immediate obvious.
Yeah. So last time we learned, for anyone who wasn't there, yeah, the lights in that room don't actually work.
Yep. And the only time that those lights were there was after they had already been set up by the people,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, the
investigating.
candles, yeah. She pulled her sword from Philhart's back, and as he turned to face her, she stabbed him again in his chest.
Why?
She soon realized that I had witnessed her heinous crime. She dropped her weapon, still impaled in Philhart, and fled the scene.
Incredible! If everything occurred as the witness described, then I see no room for debate. Objection.
Of course, the evidence always. No, of course, the evidence has always been irrefutable.
Didn't remember seeing another carriage when I left to look for Celeste, but it was pretty dark. Could have just missed him. Celeste, did you see him when you left the tavern?
No, I don't think I'd ever met him before. Does that mean what I think it means?
You shouldn't jump to conclusions, but if he testified that you saw him, he's clearly lying. Just need to find out why. The defense may now begin their cross-examination.
The thing is,
What?
I assume we're getting closer to something we shouldn't. Because why would the guy put him up to this
Because he
otherwise?
works for him.
I know, but I'm saying. I know that's why he's doing this, but. Well, I guess he thinks we're getting too close to the truth in general.
Well, I mean, they just want the trial over, don't they? Like, they're hoping that this will become a open and shut case by simply just pretending. Like,
okay, we don't really need to press anything, do we? We could get some extra
uh,
dialogue, but I think we know what the deal is here.
yeah. I mean, it'll probably let us know if we miss anything by simply not pressing any other things. So. Right, so we need the broken power cells.
Yes, after several lamps powered by other devices, however, the arcane power cell had been broken for weeks and the lamps can't be turned on. This means that the lights were not operational during the murder.
Yep, there we go. Objection! Rudolph, you testified that you saw my client murdering the victim. And you supposedly saw her casting magic while doing so.
Yes, I could never imagine such a grisly sight. That moment was burned into my memory.
I see. Well, it's funny that you say that.
What makes you say that?
Because your entire testimony is a complete lie.
What? Are you accusing the witness of perjury? Surely you know that such accusations can't be made lightly, Mr. Cuthbert.
Mrs. Stillwind, dining room lights are artificery devices that are powered by an arcane power cell. However, that arcane power cell was broken during the time of the murder. Those lights had no energy, and the room would have been pitch black. The witness couldn't have seen anything, much less a homicide. Are they going to use the whole idea that the sword glows because of its enchantment, so that's how he saw it as a defense?
Yeah, I think that's what they're going to pivot to. Yeah. Wait, I can explain. There's no need, witness. You could have easily seen another source of light. The McCoys probably lit a candle or a lantern because of the blackout.
The witness clearly described a source of blue light. A rudimentary candle or lantern couldn't emit a color like that.
Then the witness was clearly mistaken.
The witness records everything he sees in his notebook.
His own words bit him.
Yep. He even remembers the exact time that this encounter occurred. So why would he be incorrect by such a clear and obvious detail? Not to mention, if he can be wrong about one thing, how can he not be wrong about the entire thing? No, what the witness saw was some form of magic. Due to the lack of power, it couldn't have been artificery. It must have been an arcane spell.
Unfortunately, yeah, we're just gonna get.
Yeah, we're stuck our own fucking foot in it by saying that's
Yeah.
how it works.
That's it.
Witness? Sorry, I was drinking my coffee.
I was mistaken about something. Please allow me to revise my testimony.
Mr. Cuthbert, what are your thoughts? If he thinks he saw something different, then it's only fair to hear him out. It didn't matter. No matter what he came up with, I could tear through each of his lies. Witness testimony.
It's a quick one, which means that he's just lying down on the whoops. I remember now. Yesterday, I said that Phil Hart was killed using magic, yes? I must have seen Miss McCoy channeling a magic spell. That spell was called Mage Blade, wasn't it? That's it. The blue glow I saw was created by Mage Blade.
Unfortunately, Mage Blade glows yellow, so... I see. So the blue light they saw... Yeah, yellow radiant glow.
Very good memory, Max.
Thank you. That you saw coming from the defendant's magic.
She already knows.
Yeah. Mr. Cuthbert, you may proceed with your cross-examination. With pleasure. You're fucking wrong!
This is one of the easiest.
Yep.
Yeah,
So I think it must have been... Do you think it's this one that does it, or...? I love the fact that it does sound like a...
it literally does say yellow radiant glow.
Well, more to do with the point that we're grabbing on to his statement.
Oh, what was there a different bit of evidence?
No. So if you go back to what he's saying...
Oh, yeah, because
so it's the blue glow part that I think that we need to...
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
there you go. Objection!
Mm-hmm.
Rudolph, you don't know much about magic, do you? You're a fucking idiot.
Of course not. Are you trying to say that should have recognized Celeste's Mage Blade?
No, I admit that you probably wouldn't know what Mage Blade looks like. But that's exactly where you made your mistake.
My mistake?
Rudolph, if you were aware of how Mage Blade works, then you would know that the spell emits a yellow radiant glow. Which means the blue glow you saw couldn't have been possibly Mage Blade.
This is ridiculous. What's the significance of seeing a blue glow instead of a yellow one? It's a different spell, right?
Well,
very
yeah.
important. It's a different spell.
So crazy that they just kind of like wave hand some of the suggestions. It's extremely significant, prosecutor. If the witness saw a blue magical glow, then he must have witnessed a different spell at the scene.
Preposterous. You don't have any evidence to support that claim.
It literally just did. That blue glow made a large impression on the witness. He wrote it down in his notebook. He even mentioned the color in both of his testimonies. I find it hard to believe that he had been mistaken about something like that. Yeah, it was literally the only detail he didn't change about the scenario. So, what do you say, Mr. Rudolph? Did you see my client at the scene casting a spell that couldn't possibly cast? Or did you actually see another mage at the scene?
Well, hey.
Overruled.
Your Honor, the defense is completely out of line.
Let me remind you that perjury is a crime, Rudolph. If you are found to have lied in your testimony both times, I will personally see that you are prosecuted.
No, wait.
Now that is quite enough of that. Garrick Pierce stood up from within the gallery and walked to the witness stand, shoving Rudolph out of his way. He's broken several laws in that one act alone, and no one moved to stop him. The bailiff looked to the judge wearily and awaited instructions. The judge said nothing. His eyes simply narrowed as he waited for Pierce's next move.
Piers, there's no need for you to take a stand.
Nonsense. I have nothing to hide. I guess it makes sense that he would
Man
be
who has
like,
everything to hide.
exactly. Fucking slam it on his forehead. Liar! But, yeah, no, like, so what? Are they going to play it off that he's like, I'm sorry, my associate here is mistaken because I was relaying the information. I was the one that saw the murder, and these are the information that I saw.
Yes, that's probably what it's going to do.
I will not stand idly by while your case falls apart. It seems that for the first time the prosecutor had lost control of the room. What is the meaning of this, Miss Stillwind?
This is Gadget Pierce, Your Honour.
I am the Honourable Lord of Cornhaven and many other villages in that region.
Yes. Last time we also learned that he had a childhood sweetheart that he probably accidentally killed.
Yes, because he's
Mhm.
which was the
And
sister
yes.
of the person that died now.
Yeah. Of McCoy, yeah.
I'm afraid I must apologize. These misunderstandings have been entirely my fault. What do you mean, Lord Pierce? You see, Rudolph was not the one who witnessed the crime that fateful night. It was me. I was the one who saw that gruesome attack. I had my driver report the body so that I could remain anonymous. Are you saying that you had Rudolph lie for you? Hey, Leo. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's been a long time indeed. I simply dictate to him what I saw and had him repeat that to law enforcement. With what's been in the news lately, it simply wouldn't do for a member of the nobility to appear publicly in court. But alas, it appears the time for discretion has passed. Lord Pierce, regardless of your good intentions, this is a clear act of perjury. I understand, and I will accept the consequences of that. However, I would be remiss if Rudolph's shoddy testimony allowed the girl to escape justice. Please, Your Honor, allow me to testify as to what I saw that night. Very well. This is highly irregular, but I believe the court will benefit from your testimony. However, know that this misconduct will not be without consequences. Very well. From the looks of the Lord's face, it was clear he would only get off with a slap on the wrist.
There we go.
So what's going to be his testimony? On the night of the murder, I found myself unable to sleep, so I took a leisurely carriage ride around Cornhaven. I happened to be passing by the McCoy Tavern when I heard a loud commotion from within the building. Curious, I stopped my carriage and took a single step inside the establishment. That is, when I saw the scene inside. I saw the defendant stabbing that poor man with her sword.
We're going to have to press him on this.
Yeah. Also,
was
yada
too
yada, I saw it yellow glow, and also she stabbed him front to back or back to front, whichever it was that you said in your thing. Literally just like covering all of his bases on what we've said.
But Considering he's nobility and he's identified at the scene of a crime, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure they know it's him.
Yeah. Garrick Pierce. He's a member of the nobility.
That also means he's a mage. Does that mean...
There's no doubt about it. Sorry, yeah, I went posh for a second. There's no doubt about it. He's the only person, only other person who could have left those traces of transmutation at the scene of the crime. He has to be the mage that we're looking for.
He killed my dad. He's a murderer.
You're my dad.
Mm.
Sorry. This must have been a lot for you right now.
Don't worry about me. Just take him down.
Okay, in court. So yeah, just
Yeah, let's press him.
for a few of these things, and we'll go through one by one.
Why was he unable to sleep?
That seems a strange way to pass the time. That I believe him for a second.
The witness's
Eccentricities.
I know what this word is. Eccentricities, yeah. The witness's
Sorry.
yeah. Are beside the point. What matters is he was clearly at the scene.
I wouldn't quite put it that way, however.
What was the commotion?
I'm guessing this commotion was the argument between the client and the victim. One would conclude that, yes.
We've gone over this point several times, but their voices were raised loudly during the argument. It's not unreasonable to say the witness heard them from his carriage.
What, with horses and the ground underneath rattling?
Yes, I stopped to a single step, and that's when I saw. Okay, tell us more about the. Oh, if he was at the Tavern Evans, that would mean he was where the W token is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You saw this, the entire scene from the entrance? Would be quite dark considering the lights weren't operational, even if my client was using Mage Blade at the time. Also, once again, very funny how it's D&D based with the 5 foot by 5 foot square.
Nice.
Like, I'm pretty sure I've seen the app that they used to make that scene.
Nice.
Of course, I'd forgotten that detail. I couldn't see what was happening, so I used my magic to illuminate the scene. You used magic at the crime scene? Yes, I remember it clearly. I conjured a blue light to illuminate the scene. That same blue light must have been what my driver saw. Well, it doesn't matter what he said now, because he was supposed to be what you were seeing. So you saw your own blue light, yes. I thought that Rudolph didn't witness the crime at all.
If I had to guess, Mr. Rudolph must have seen the blue light from the carriage. Because of that, he made that detail part of his testimony earlier.
Made no sense. Rudolph was so sure that he saw a blue light. It would have been strange if he was lying about that. No, it isn't. Which spell did you use to illuminate the crime scene? It was the Conjure Light spell. Do you have your spell book in your book? Like, do you have that spell specifically?
Axio. Gesture none. While concentrating yes. For as long as the caster concentrates on the spell, a motor of magical light will be centered above their head. The colour of the light is chosen by the caster. You can change that will for the spell's duration. This amount of light provides illumination up to 15 feet of the caster, and no further. Oh, let's check it.
Your Honor, if the witness used magic at the crime scene, I'd like for his spell compendium to be added to the court record.
I bet he's going to say no, because if we see what spells he has, he's going to have a really, really dodgy one on there, isn't he?
The stab to death spell.
I have the turn item to sword spell. So
I
if he
have.
was at there, 1,
Mhm.
2, 3, 4. Wait, no. Wait, is it 15 feet? Wait, can I do a lie? Wait a minute. Sorry.
So yeah,
What?
15 foot of the caster.
Up to 15 foot of the caster. Okay, so around them.
Yeah.
But from the. Wait a minute.
So 5, 10, 15.
Yeah, no, that's not far enough.
I mean,
Wait,
it's light though,
what?
so it doesn't stop. It just
But that's. I know what you mean, but that's. I know what you mean by that, but at the same time, that's what the thing says. We'll
like
see if we have to send that one.
this is so D&D. It's
But it
really
says no
weird.
further. Yeah,
Yeah.
it says no further.
As if it suddenly just goes like pitch black,
Mm,
and you're like,
yeah.
guys,
Yeah.
my flashlight don't work no more.
I see no reason to invade the witness's privacy of a trivial illumination spell.
I agree. The defense will need a stronger reason to requisition this witness's spell compendium.
We all know as soon as we get hold of that spell compendium, it's over.
Right, you are. Your wisdom is truly fitted for your station. Shut up.
Shut up.
Shut your fucking face. Okay, so wait, we call him out on that one then. It's the spell as
Yeah.
evidence. Or do
Yes,
you
I
want
would
to
agree.
push once
But
more?
I wanna press it just to see more information.
Yeah.
This time around.
Casting a spell, that seems like pretty significant detail to forget. For you, maybe. But for a practiced mage like myself, using magic is as natural as moving my arm. That could be possible. I use my Eye of Horror so much that I'm barely conscious of it half the time. Fuck.
Yeah, we don't need to press that one. Okay. Okay. No. So I feel like in this situation, I don't think we don't. No, we use the crime scene map as the evidence here.
What's
I
the
think it would probably
chances?
accept both. I think it would accept both though, because
Yeah.
that's saying we see the spell distance, but this is very much more linked, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes. Pierce, you said that you illuminated the scene of the crime. Sorry, the scene from the tavern entrance. Did you take a single step inside the building? Of course not. I remember it clearly. I stood at the entrance. Then maybe you could help me go over this map of the tavern.
Sure, my dude. So,
Now, show me
could you let
on
me?
this map where they touched you. If we take a look at this map, uh, that would place you right here where the W is.
Could you come and help me test my D&D map?
Yeah, I need to see if it's big enough for a building. Of course. Do I need to repeat myself? Well, if I find it interesting that you illuminated the crime scene from all the way back there. Considering that Conjure Light only illuminates an area within 15 feet of the caster. What? Yes, Conjure Light doesn't behave like a normal light source.
It says no further, doesn't it?
Yeah, it only provides illumination up to 15 feet of the caster. The entire spell just completely dies after that. If you had stayed at the entrance, your spell couldn't have shown you anything. Ah, but the sword spell already makes the area glow. Yeah, there we go.
The spell's rage is irrelevant. We've already established that the victim would have been illuminated by Mage Blade.
The witness clearly stated that he couldn't see what was happening without casting that spell. That was why he cast Conjure Light in the first place.
That's true.
But
Hmm.
what does this mean?
Which
Eh,
means there's another spell illuminating the scene, or he got closer. Both
Well,
are not things he wants
yeah, pretty
to
much.
continue.
Lord Pierce, did you illuminate the crime scene or not? Well, I can answer that question for you, Your Honor. The witness did illuminate the scene of the crime.
Go for the
He
spell.
illuminated it because he was standing right where it happened. Mr. Cuthbert,
Yeah.
what are you getting at?
That makes sense.
Your Honor, the defense would like to formally accuse Garrick Pierce of murdering Flintheart McCoy. Hold on a moment. This is absurd. I could have easily used a different spell to illuminate the room. And which spell would that be, Pierce? The specific spell escapes me. I'm not sure which one I used now that I think about it.
Why don't you give us your spell compendium, then we can work it out together?
Yeah. Oh, not to mention, you said that it was like second
But
nature.
you're still,
Mhm.
you idiot.
Well, maybe we can figure it out. That is verbatim what you just said.
That's great.
Word for fucking word.
When you will get your
Spell
spell
compendium to the
court.
court. Oh my god, look at his token, it's so big. Steelwind, say something.
If you had listened to my instructions, you wouldn't be in this situation.
So she knows.
You've made your bed. Now lie in it.
She's such a fucking Steelwind, you treacherous.
I think she was baiting him, personally.
I mean,
Like, as
maybe.
in, she probably has done some stuff to make him fall into the trap, maybe. Just the fact that she says she's working against her father makes me wonder. Anyway.
She's secretly getting a load of like nobles prosecuted.
Only just started, probably. Still, when you treacherous. That's great.
Order! That's enough. It appears that the prosecution has no objections.
Okay.
With everything that has occurred, I'm afraid I must ask Lord Pierce to relinquish his spell compendium to the court. Oh shit, I'm changing my exit. The Garrick Pierce's spell compendium contains the formulas for the following spells: Prestidigitation, Conjure Light, Conjure Water, Frost Wave, and Shape Liquid. Oh, well, it's a combo, isn't it? He did like 3 things.
We did it. We got a spell compendium.
Fuck yeah. With that, the case was as good as ours.
Let's check the compendium first before we jump to conclusions.
Oh no, look, Shape
Okay.
Liquid,
Oh.
Frost Wave, and Conjure Water.
Oh, so it's conjure water and then shape liquid.
Either that or
Okay.
he did Shape Liquid and Frost Wave. I don't know what Frost Wave does.
Oh, what does prestidigitation do?
Prestidigitation is like makes like small gusts of wind, makes like tiny
Okay.
2 sounds. It's like a generic
Okay.
I'm a like stage performer wizard kind of thing.
Okay, hopefully we gain some more information about what these spells actually are.
Yeah.
That would be useful for us. Okay, we think the case is ours now, but something tells me it's not.
Is
Or
it?
was it?
She didn't even try to stop me from taking his spell compendium.
Okay.
I doubted she would do it just to spite Pierce.
Oh, good.
Okay, the caster creates a simple and harmless visual effect around their hand. This effect will last for as long as they maintain concentration on this spell. Interesting.
Okay.
Why only in their hand?
Okay.
Causes water to magically flow out from the caster's hand. This water will flow so long as the caster maintains concentration on the spell. Acquio. Acquio. Anything caught within the range is hit with the blast of extremely cold air. Liquids hit will be immediately frozen, and organic life will immediately enter stages of hypothermia.
The issue is we didn't see any hypothermia evidence on the body. So I don't think it could have been. Hmm. But what's shape water?
Oh
Yeah.
wait, no, we knew that the what's it called? There was a load of liquid on the floor, but we assumed that was because the bottle broke. But we know that the bottle
Hmm.
broke because of what he did. So while concentrating on this spell, the caster can magically manipulate up to 10 liters of liquid and form it into complex shapes. At any time, the caster can choose to freeze the liquid and solidify its current shape. While frozen, the caster can choose to make the liquid instantaneously melt. There we go. Big Akua.
Hmm. Manipulate. So the water has to already exist.
Yes.
Yeah. Can you concentrate on more than one? That's something we don't know, do we?
Well, they don't really need to, right? So,
Hmm.
Your Honor, I've looked at the spells in Lord Pierce's compendium. Conjure Light is the only spell that he can cast that would shed any blue light. It's clear that his testimony and many of his statements were false. Grr!
Hmm.
Little brat, such insolence.
Angry and afraid. Yeah. So.
Lord Pierce could very well be a suspect in the murder of Flintheart McCoy. I'd argue that his presents reasonable enough doubt to acquit the defendant.
Yeah. Listen, over.
Mr. Cuthbert, I acknowledge that Lord Pierce's actions are quite suspect, like literally. However, I will not pass a verdict just yet. There is much more we need to learn.
What? That's not how it works. I think you'll find it is. We prove there's reasonable doubt. That should be enough to acquit me, right?
A normal case, maybe, but the situation is different for this trial. The public won't accept an unsolved homicide involving magic.
Interesting. Yeah. To be fair, I do understand the reasoning. Like if you don't want a crazed lunatic going around killing people with magic, do you?
Well, the
That's
thing is, though,
pretty in the
that,
public good to make sure that doesn't happen.
well, the whole point of
Uh,
acquitting a suspect is because of the fact that they have, like, you've essentially caused enough of a what's it called? You've gathered enough evidence to prove that they weren't there during the scene of the crime, or
yeah.
aren't possibly like, or
Hmm.
necessarily the one that committed it.
Yeah, yeah. Hmm. Yeah, here we go.
Unless we
Yeah.
can unequivocally prove your innocence, the court will keep drawing things out.
What? That's not fair.
That's just how our system works. Kingdom has always cared more about easing public tension than delivering justice, and also playing Vermintide too.
Fuck. Brad? Are you
Shit.
serious? Mhm.
The court will be suspending the trial of Celeste McCoy until further notice. We have no choice but to give the Inquisition time to investigate Lord Pierce as a possible suspect. Fuck. Whoa!
A possible suspect? The very idea of that is preposterous, Your Honor.
Else, did she have up her sleeve?
Let's revisit the basic facts of this case. Flint McCoy was murdered using a blade with transmutation with a transmutation spell active on it. Mr. Cuthbert, why don't you tell me the spells that Lord Pierce knows?
Spells are Prestidigitation, Conjure Light, Frost Wave, and Shape Liquid. Wait a
In other
minute.
words, there's nothing. Yeah, the idea is there's nothing that could make that happen.
No, the thing
So it
is,
only traces.
she's
Yeah, yeah. Hmm?
She's doing this on purpose.
What, to try and make us bring out the truth?
Yeah,
Or
exactly. Because this is what she
mm,
wants all along. She wouldn't keep this going if it wasn't.
mm. You've realized it too, haven't you? The witness doesn't know any transmutation spells that can be channeled through a solid object.
It can't be right.
That's-
You're right. You're absolutely right, Steelwind. I see. If all of that is true, that would still leave the defendant as the only possible killer.
I love that animation on it.
Yeah.
That's.
In Dio ass pose.
Mhm. But he was the only other mage there. It has to be him.
But he doesn't know any transmutation spells that could be cast on your sword.
So. So would the traces be visible? Oh,
So
transmutation.
we
Functional
we know
transmutation.
that the
Oh, chip liquid.
yeah.
That would cause transmutation to appear.
Well, so the thing is,
So.
the residue isn't on the sword.
Hmm. No.
It's on
The floor.
yeah, like on his body and around it.
In other words, that happened first and then the sword was planted on top after the fact.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's why it's in a different like position from where the actual wound was created.
Hmm. So is it conjure water shape liquid?
So it's just shape liquid, which he used on the wine that was in the
You think?
on like the drink.
Okay.
Because
Yeah,
it
that makes sense.
specifies liquid, not water.
Mm. Okay, and in that case, are we saying that concentration is necessary, and you can only do it for one thing, most likely?
Yeah. I mean, if it's like
Yeah.
D&D, concentration is a one and done
One.
kind of deal.
Yeah. Cool. Okay.
We can't prove that he stabbed him while using magic.
Wait, but then how did he do it then?
She was right. How did he do it? Since the beginning, I've been bothered by the traces of transmutation magic surrounding Flintheart's body. If it was on the sword, it would just be on the sword. Originally, I thought the killer had somehow magically altered the sword surrounding wooden floor. But none of Pierce's spells could do something like that. His transmutation traces were scattered all over the place. Didn't even fully cover the sword. So, what if he didn't use a sword? Use something else? Order! The defense did cast some doubt on this witness's testimony. Nevertheless, I must conclude that he could not have possibly committed the murder. With that in mind, please wait, Your Honor. We still can't rule out Pierce as a suspect just yet. What are you on about? Lady Steelwind said it herself. None of my spells could be used to stab Flintheart. Don't know any spells that can be channeled through a blade. I mean, it would be extra funny if he managed to use the wine to grab the sword and then stab him with it. But that would be really
I'd say it's the
weird.
spell. The spell has to be the.
Yeah, because I mean, the other one specifies water, right? So he
Yes, has to
couldn't
be
have
liquid
used it on the
in contact
wine.
space. Used to freeze the liquid and solidify its cushion while frozen. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But you didn't use any metal blade, did you? Yeah.
What nonsense is this? The autopsy report clearly stated that the wound was created by a blade. If he didn't channel magic through a blade, how could he have possibly committed the crime?
Steelwind. Eric Pierce didn't kill the victim using a sword. killed him using an object shaped exactly like a sword. No. Does he know the truth?
Weeaboss. What?
I'm afraid I don't quite understand, Mr. Cuthbert. Your Honor, I'd like to bring your attention to Pierce's spell compendium. Garrick Pierce knows a seemingly insignificant spell called Shape Liquid. With it, he can control any liquid and mold it into a complex shape he wants. He can even freeze it, locking it into that locking that shape in place.
Look, question. So he probably. Do you remember how.
Blah, blah, blah.
Was he holding the wine at the time?
Linhart was, yes. Which is why the stab comes from the front and not the back.
No, it says he was stabbed behind. Huh.
Or was it because... That can't be right.
Maybe there's reason. That might be the final bit we have to work out.
If he had enough water, he could create a sword made purely out of ice.
No, is it possible, Fatty?
What do you have to say for yourself, Lord Pierce? This stubborn little brat. Pierce's breathing became frantic. He clearly wasn't prepared to be backed into a corner like this. Feel his frustration, stress and fear emanating through the Eye of Horse. The Eye of Horse. Now, the board was set. I had to deliver the final blow.
Oh.
I'll tell you exactly what I have to say, you commoner. I'm not the one on trial here. We're here because that bastard child didn't know her place. I saw the murder. I witnessed everything. The girl used our holy arts to murder her father because she lacked a noble's temperament. Okay. It was dark in the room.
You think this is the bit where we just had to send the evidence again?
I mean, maybe. Or do we submit the... Well, I mean, because we're trying to go against what he just said, right? So...
Yeah, so... Yeah,
So-
they're hidden.
Yeah, I'm assuming so.
Oh.
He claimed to have witnessed the whole murder, but I already proved that he didn't in the last testimony. Okay. So wait, are we trying to break his confidence with something else? All I had to do was show the evidence that proved him wrong.
So the spell. Comes
Yeah?
to light. Because it wasn't...
Yeah, it was a lie.
Yeah.
Okay. And now, pray tell, did you see... And how, pray tell, did you see everything? If you recall, you testified that you had only took a single step inside the inn. However, you would have needed to be within 15 feet to see my client, your light. This again? If you're going to keep treading on that one detail, then I admit it. I stepped further into the inn. I kept that out of my testimony, all because I knew that you and Timora would use it against me. Lord Pierce? But you didn't just withhold that testimony, did you? You testified the contrary. You committed perjury, Pierce. Plain and simple. And let's not stop there. For your story to be true, you would have needed to be within 15 feet of my client. According to your testimony, my client had just finished murdering her father. Wouldn't she have noticed you? If you were that close, then surely you were close enough to apprehend her. So why didn't you? Don't you have a duty to your citizens you lord over? Shut your filthy mouth. That woman was armed. I had no reason to put my life in danger. She was holding a blood-soaked sword. No, she wasn't.
Sword had no blood on it. Yeah.
Not to mention, how did it end up back in the corpse then?
Mm.
I was terrified that I saw her holding that bloody sword. She'd just murdered a man. I might have very well been next. Well, no, because the sword was found in the body, so...
Yeah.
So we
Yeah,
need
alleged
the
murder
autopsy?
weapon, yes.
Or...
No? Right. Fatal wounds. No, but there's nothing on it. There's no blood on it, right?
No, but we do need something to prove that the sword was still in the body, right?
Oh, she's. Oh, so
Oh,
what's
wait.
the? Oh, is it? Yeah. What's the important bit?
Holding
That
it, I would
she's
assume, right?
holding it, or? Hmm.
Because, I mean, the sword is still blood-soaked because it was in his body.
No. But she was holding
Wait, what
it.
was the pictures? What were the pictures? So, a picture of Flynn Hart. Yeah, so it was in the body. I think
Yeah.
that's the
So
evidence.
yeah. Fair point.
But that can't be right, can it, Lord Pierce? This photo of the crime scene shows that the sword was left inside the victim's body. How could she still be wielding it if it never left the body? What, damn you. Damn you. Steelwind, why aren't you saying anything?
What? I.
Maybe she is oblivious. Maybe she's just stupid. Steelwind. Even when I had the advantage, she was always maintained her usual poise. Now she was scrambling for something to say. Nothing came to her. Lord Pierce, please calm down. How can I remain calm when this charlatan is trying to frame me? This is a complete travesty. I came here to reveal the truth and testify against that criminal. And what do I get instead? Slander from some lowly peasant. You talk about justice, but you've committed several acts of perjury to twist the outcome of this trial. You don't care about justice. You're here to just cover up your own crime. You
Oh,
filthy
did that
little...
automatically?
Nice. I'll admit it. So you admit it, Pierce. You created a makeshift sword from shape liquid and used it to impale Flintheart. You shoved my client's sword into the wound, while the remnants of the real murder melted away. You thought it was a perfect crime, didn't you?
Okay, that makes perfect sense. Yeah, of course. That's why the water has the traces all over it. Yeah.
But wait, so the bottle did just crack on the floor. It wasn't actually part of the murder.
I don't know, because it doesn't say you make the water, so there had to be water somewhere.
Yeah,
But then he could have easily had water on his own person, right?
I guess so.
About it.
Maybe it's just how he does things. He's got a bottle of water with him all the time.
Yeah.
Wait.
He's happy.
What did he just say? Oh,
Wait,
he find something that we slip up?
Did we miss?
Thought it was a perfect crime, didn't you? Oh wait, you've shoved my client's sword into the wound while the remnants of the real murder weapon. Interesting. I don't think we said anything wrong.
Is it because we said we thought it was a perfect crime? He was like, yes, it was a perfect crime.
Maybe?
But what the No, we have messed up somewhere. Something about what... Is it he didn't realise it's her client's sword?
Or is it more to do with the fact that the idea is that
Makeshift sword.
with shape liquid.
Oh no, I see. Yeah. He thinks we think that you can just make the water out of thin air. He's gonna say, I had no water on me.
Yeah.
So how did I do it?
What? Lord Pierce? My apologies, Your Honor. It's just that I realized something absolutely hilarious. I'm rich, and this is all bullshit. The defense has put forward an interesting theory, but there's one problem with it. And what's that? I think you said it yourself. You don't need a flashback for this, guys. You shoved my client's sword into the wound while the remnants of the real weapon melted away. You thought it was a perfect crime, didn't you? You're right. It would have been the perfect crime. Because any evidence to support that theory would have evaporated that melted blade. What? Oh.
No, but the traces.
Because any
There's
evidence to
transmutation
support that
traces.
theory would have evaporated with that melted.
No, he that is true, but the traces melt. Yeah, traces are on the floor.
That's what I'm confused about. What? No. He was right. Magical traces don't spread through physical contact.
Yeah, so they don't appear on murdered people. Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's on objects they're cast on.
Yeah, which is the fluid. Right? If he used a blade of water to kill Flintheart, all of the water he used to make that sword would have evaporated by now. Oh, wait, is it the idea that there's now no weapon because it's been several days? Right?
Oh, there's the traces.
Yeah, it's like everywhere. What?
Hmm.
I was wondering why it was like such a big circle of like hexagons. That would mean there would be nothing left of the murder weapon. This is very Ace Attorney. You've spun quite the tale here today. In the end, you don't have a shred of evidence to support it, do you? You have nothing.
Isn't there anything we can do?
We literally got a picture showing it. Became quiet, thinking through each piece of evidence I found. They all fit into place except for one piece. Yayo, yayo. Why isn't he saying anything? Is it really hopeless? He worries she had disappeared. She probably saw the look on my face. It was familiar to her. Expressed the same quiet certainty I had every time I defeated her. I wasn't sure how. Something left.
Yeah. Okay. The traces.
Otherwise, there wouldn't have been any trace of transmutation of the crime. What is this? You can glare at me all you want. It won't change the fact that you've lost. I despise people. Rich. Twist this kingdom's laws to serve your own ends. You trample on the lives of the people you're supposed to be serving and protecting. But as long as I'm standing in this courtroom, I will never let that happen again. Oh, it's actually the Eye of Horus. That's a legit Egyptian symbol. What did I just do? I could feel my head being dragged to the ground. It felt like it was about to burst. At the same time, I felt an extreme sense of clarity. It was as if nothing could be concealed from the Eye of Horus now. I can't believe that peasant. He pushed me this far. Once again, I saw Pierce's thoughts. The sensation felt sharper than usually it was. I could feel his mind reacting to mine as if it was a pond ripple, as if it were a pond rippling around me as I stepped through it. Wondered, could I reach further in and pull something I could use? You've activated a new ability through the Eye of Horus. You can temporarily project items into the witness's mind and read their thoughts about it. These thoughts can sometimes reveal new information and grant your insight. Feel the insight gauge to proceed. What the fuck? It's just a
Well,
load of
I
pictures
know where I'm going.
of his mum naked. Ah! Ah!
Why'd you do this?
What's going on? Why am I thinking such things? Piece of evidence. I need to project something else.
Related to the murder.
Yeah, is it
Okay.
the blood on the floor? Like the bottle?
Do we do the crime scene photo?
And now, I imagine is still that image is still lingering in. Why does it trouble me so much? He was a fool and insurgent. What would Effie think of me now? That didn't give me anything I could use. Needed to try something else. That is kind of fun though, that you can learn little bits about the character. I think it's the bottle of the drink. All the trouble I went to, I can't believe that boy found which spell I used. Well, no matter. It's not as if there was any evidence that implicates me. Lucky that old fool had that bottle of water with him. Oh, it's not water though, is it? Bottle of water? Well then, as riveting as this has been, I believe it's time for me to be on my way. Now wait just a minute, Pierce. What is it now, you cretin? I'll say it as many times as you need to hear. There is no evidence of a liquefied weapon at the crime scene. But what about this bottle of ass?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're right, Pierce. If you use shape liquid on a body of water, the weapon would have been evaporated entirely. What? It doesn't say that in the spell.
Wait a minute. Sorry. Oh, good, yes.
Or wait, is the idea that
They can choose to freeze the liquid and solidify it without frozen. You can make it instantly melt.
yeah,
But it doesn't say it. It doesn't say it
evaporates immediately?
evaporates.
Oh, hey,
No.
Ali. Hope you've been having
Maybe
fun playing
it's
Rocket League.
maybe it was a mistranslation. I don't know. Either way.
This was made by an American group. Bravo,
Yeah,
it seems you've finally gotten the fact that through to your thick head. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, Pierce. What if you didn't use shape liquid on a body of water? What if you were to use another type of liquid? Like shit. I mean, piss. What are you talking about? You shaped his own piss to kill him.
No, I get it now. I get it now.
What?
He thinks there would be no evidence left because the water would have evaporated, but and removed the traces. But because it's alcohol, it doesn't evaporate fast. Or something
Daniel,
like that.
that's the
Is that
opposite
it?
of what happens with alcohol.
No?
Alcohol is notoriously fast at evaporating.
Oh,
That's,
really? Oh, okay.
well, yeah, like you use acetone
Right.
and things like that, and
Oh, never mind then.
you use
Ignore
it to
me.
sterilize things.
Ignore me.
Here's shape liquid doesn't work on just work on water. Works on all kinds of liquid, like piss. There was a shattered bottle next to the body. The liquid used to form the weapon. It came from that bottle, didn't it? So we were right. So how did it end up stabbing him in the back? You're probably wary of leaving evidence at the crime scene. You must have decided to use any liquid you could have found. Luckily for you, the victim was holding the perfect quantity of liquid in his hands. That begs the question. We had another analysis of the broken pieces of this bottle. Would we find traces of transmutation magic? Oh, wait. So it's not because they're implying that the liquid has already evaporated anyway.
Hmm.
But because it's a... Wait, no, that doesn't make sense. Right? Oh, wait, sorry. It's
Sorry,
already
do you...
established that any water supposedly shaped would have evaporated. Except the liquid contained in this bottle wasn't water, it was tea. Was it? So, what difference does that make? Tea is notoriously slow at evaporating. I'm so confused.
It was a bit... Lotus juice. Oh, is lotus juice a type of tea?
I don't think
Okay.
so.
Well, I'm guessing it has to be, right?
Well, I mean, he said it was tea, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
just juice, right?
Mm.
A blade of ice made out of water would have evaporated entirely after several days of some, like, you know, temperature. I mean, is it summer? Are we currently in summer where it's, like, super hot, or...?
I'm gonna guess so, yeah.
But a blade of frozen tea would have dried and leave a residue. The tea wouldn't completely disappear.
Okay, maybe you should have told us explicitly that lotus juice was a type of tea. Or did they?
No.
There was a bit... No.
They
It was
just
just
said
a
it was her
drink I
favourite
liked
drink, yeah.
that I found when I went away. Oh well, yeah.
I mean, but it could have
It's just
easily have been like
it's
wine, right?
that.
Because wine would have also left a sticky
I thought it was
residue.
alcoholic,
So did
by the way.
I mean, you
Yeah.
can get alcoholic tea, but
Either way, this does make sense. It's just probably
I
would have
mean, does
wanted a
it?
bit more.
Like the residue of the tea that it would leave behind is like sugar or like any other sort of.
No, but it still has a trace. The liquidy bit of it has gone, but then the trace is still on the floor. That's what I just don't kind of get. Like the
Yeah, it's
traces on
like
the
a
floor
big
is the
pool
biggest
of
evidence,
stuff,
really.
right?
Yeah.
No. I wondered why there were so many traces of transmutation scattered around the crime
Okay.
scene.
That is.
But
Okay.
none
That's
of us
just a way
could
to link
figure out why everything was sticky.
Mhm.
You know, as if it was dried drink.
Oh, alcohol. I would say is alcohol's more notorious for being sticky than tea.
Yeah,
I
but
would
if you were
argue.
to like leave a pot of tea to like dry, right, it would get like crispy. It would get like it would still leave a residue of whatever was in the tea because it's not because the fluid part is the stuff that evaporates, not the solids. But you also don't like get like tea leaves at the end of tea, unless it was made with like tea leaves.
Yeah.
When I felt the texture of the floor, I thought a transmutation spell had caused some sort of chemical reaction with the wood. The real answer, a lot simpler than that. The transmutation spell didn't alter the floor at all. It was just a stain from the spilled tea, which I couldn't have figured out from the fact that a broken bottle poured fluid on the floor. I bet if we compare the tea residue on the floor to the residue inside the bowl, we would find traces of transmutation on them.
Sorry, didn't the bottle get broken though?
That's what I'm saying. Like
Oh,
the
but
bottle.
Is he saying some of the shards?
Well, as in
But we
like,
know.
you know, the interior of the bottle, because it was like broken in half. It wasn't like
Oh,
exploded.
okay. Oh, okay, fair enough then.
Yeah. There's your murder weapon, Pierce. You have nowhere left to go. That's checkmate.
Bailiff, send for the Inquisition needs to analyze the crime scene at once. We need to confirm the defense's theory. The time window to detect traces of magic is closing.
Thank fuck for teleportation magic, eh?
I have the report from the Inquisition.
What does it say?
The traces on the sword, the body, even the floor, they all came from tea residue. We found those same traces on the shards of the broken bottle too. It's undeniable. Someone cast a spell on the liquid contained within that bottle, and the defendant has no such spell.
But why did it stab him from behind?
I
He was
wish.
holding it in his hand.
That's the thing, I can't remember what the cutscene looked like. I wonder if, well, you can shape it, so does that mean the water would break out of it and then it just stabs him in the back?
But then
It could have easily.
that would have had to been really fast, and why wouldn't
Oh
he
no,
have turned
actually,
around, right?
no. They were talking. Remember, he was saying, "Oh, put away. Stop doing this." And then he said, "No, go away," or something like that. And then he had his back to him. In that situation, it kind of does make sense for him to. But then, do you need line of sight to use the spell?
No, it's just within the area.
Oh, finger pointed at the target. So you would actually need to point at the
Bottle.
bottle.
But so it's less to do with that. And so, say someone was holding a bottle, right, in their
Hmm.
hand, and it suddenly exploded because all the water came out from it, only to then go behind them and then immediately shoot forward. That would take more than like an instant, right? Like if something
Yeah.
just smashed in your hand, you'd turn around,
Hmm.
and then he still would have gotten
It's.
stabbed in the front.
Yeah. You really did it, didn't you?
Killed my
Why?
dad. As if someone like you would ever understand. I loved him.
Understand? You murdered my dad.
Murdered? Murdered? Oh, I did murder him, yes. I murdered her.
Second.
Okay. I'm gonna take a sippy sip. Ugh. I hope everybody's doing okay and having a good day. Going.
Big.
Come back.
Not for sure for how long.
Oh. David, she's dead. Smile, a beautiful, her smile, a beautiful voice. It's all gone. Serve death. Stop this nonsense. You're grieving, but it will pass. She was only a commoner. No, father, I loved her. I killed her. Garrick, sweet, innocent child. Flowers may be beautiful and bring you joy, but but do you call it murder when you suddenly step on one? These people, peasants, they may resemble us, but no deep in your heart they aren't like us.
Oh, he had transmutation as well. Oh, wait. Wait a minute.
What?
I'm kind of curious about how. Because he had multiple spells and they're of different schools, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
Wait,
the
no,
thing it
are they?
says.
I think they're all.
What?
I think they're all transmutation, aren't they?
I don't know. Look.
Oh, evocation.
Evocation, conjuration, transmutation.
Interesting.
So, what does arcane art actually mean? Does that mean what they can use the best?
Yeah, your like specialty.
Hmm.
It's very hunter of them.
Hmm.
What? We have the Scaled Lord's favor. They do not.
Is the Scaled Lord considered the source of all magic then?
Yeah. He's like the
Hmm.
god of their
Oh, of
world.
course, yes.
They were created to serve us, to be utilized by those of us who matter. So don't fret so much over a simple commoner. By next month, you'll have completely forgotten about that wretched thing. How could I have been so blind? She was a simple flower, nothing but a worthless peasant. They're all just peasants, all of them. Is it murder to protect my kingdom? Is it murder to pull weeds before they blight my land? That fool of a man was spreading poison, and I did my duty by removing him.
You're a monster.
I'm not the monster here, you are. You and your fairy tale creatures ruining my perfect world.
Now tell me, where are the others? Hear me.
I'm a nobleman, a chosen vessel of the Scaled Lord's will. You are all nothing. Do you honestly think you can indict me? I can indict myself. My words carries more power than 100 of yours.
Bailiff, escort Pierce to a holding cell. You forget.
Still weird. Yeah, I am
forget.
above you in the ranking. So, sorry.
First degree murder is punishable by execution, Lord Pierce. I suggest you may remain silent, lest you incriminate yourself further.
You can't be serious. You of all people must understand the position I was in. Your father knows what it takes to maintain order, if not for me.
Shut your insolent mouth.
Uh.
I will never understand your sick, disgusting mind. I'd sooner slit my own throat. Well, what are you all waiting for? Take him away.
Yes, take him away at once.
Is she actually talking about him or not? Anyway, what's that?
Oh, Luminop.
She got quite passionate there, didn't she?
She did. It's because she hates
Do you think
what
she was
her brother's
actually...
doing.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but maybe she was talking more about her father. I can't believe it. We actually won. Tyrion, I
know, Celeste.
Tyrion.
Weary-eyed, she threw her arms around me, embracing me tightly. I just stood there, wide-eyed, looking toward the gallery members, staring at us. I was unsure of where to put my hands, so I decided to put it on her back. What? That was remarkable. Miss Timora. I'll be honest. When I realized that the murder weapon had evaporated, I thought that the case was over. You did a great job turning that around.
I feel like the biggest evidence wasn't the actual... It was definitely the actual stain.
Yeah.
You know?
Which is annoying because the idea of it being a stain but no one could see or interact with it in any way. I mean, we said that it changed the floor chemically, but then we never mentioned it again?
Either way, it is the first case.
Yeah.
I know it could have been better, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to sweep it under the carpet, but let's just hope it improves in the next cases.
Daniel, if you sweep it under the carpet, they might use it against you in court. It was just luck. If he had used water, things would have ended very differently. It had nothing to do with luck. Not this time. You were able to deduce which liquid he used, and you did it by just looking for a few shards of broken glass. I knew your deductive skills were good, but that was incredible. It wasn't just deduction, though. I did something with the Eye of Horus today, something I'd never done before. I had an amazing ability specifically built for this kind of job. But I was starting to realize that I knew nothing about it. If I wanted to use it effectively, I needed to learn more.
You are all quite lively. Mm.
Ellipses.
There is no need for such hostility. Though I wouldn't expect any less from the Hound or the Eye Taker.
Fuck? That's a sick-ass name.
Mm.
What does she mean by that? Wait, did we get a special eye because she put a fucking special eye in us? Is that why we've got magic?
Eye Taker? Hmm.
Yeah. Subtle, but her posture stiffened. Her brow clenched ever so slightly. Didn't see any thoughts through the eye of Horus.
I must admit, I was hoping to test my mind against yours directly. However, your protege proved to be a worthy adversary.
Is this some kind of game to you?
Checks Doom.
You almost condemned an innocent girl to death.
The court operates by having two powers of opposition. When those powers are balanced, justice prevails, just like it did today. Your victory today was just the system working as intended.
I mean, she's not wrong, to be fair.
Yeah, honestly, that's how they word it in the Ace Attorney games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just that obviously.
When a great defense and a great prosecution, the truth is found.
Well, I mean, it's when.
It's an Ace Attorney.
Yeah.
And this is probably going to take a more. That's not always going to be the case type approach. Perhaps.
I'm just thinking, because like in some of the Ace Attorney games, the guy that you're fighting up against is some fucking idiot who just bumbles his way through because the judge is stupid. A packet of gum.
Your character does bluff his way to the top. Let's just say that.
Does he?
Well, yeah, like, honestly...
I mean, if anything, he breaks the law to become, like, a detective.
Wait, so who are we talking about? We're talking about Phoenix Wright, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the main character, yeah.
Yeah. I've seen some of his, like, stuff. I don't remember him bumbling his way. It's just that he's, like, not necessarily knowledgeable on everything, but he's not dumb.
Oh, no, I'm not saying he's dumb.
But, like, you've seen some of the, like, prosecutors, right? Where it's, like, a big guy with stupid buck teeth and glasses, and it's like, well...
That's always... Yeah, that's pain.
That's pain.
They had a lot of joke. They had a lot of joke prosecutors near the beginning of the game.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's like, the balance of justice ain't right there, is it?
Oh, that's a fair point, yeah.
that was the point I was getting at, is when they've got, like, weirdo characters like that. Working as intended. You know very well our system only exists to protect your people. You can't act, you can act as sanctimonious as you want. That doesn't change with each passing day. Your father butchers more and more innocents.
I know. But I'm not my father. I walk a different path. I know you have no reason to believe me, so I'll let my actions speak for me. I look forward to doing battle with you again, Tyrion and Cuthbert.
Still, why did you arrest Pierce at the end of the trial?
Because he was guilty. I don't understand.
He was right in a way. You didn't need to do that.
He openly admitted to first-degree murder. Why wouldn't I have him arrested?
Well, I mean, it's the same reason why Donald Trump's in power. Why wouldn't he get a... No, I'm not going to put them with that one. Fine then. I was just looking... I was also looking forward to facing you again.
Good. I hope to see you soon.
Kind of curious what her outfit is. Is she wearing, like, chainmail, or is that just, like, a checkered pattern, like...
I think it's patterned.
Okay. I still couldn't tell what she was thinking. The Eye of Horus.
I'm guessing the Eye of Horus isn't full It's probably when people have their guard down.
Yeah, it's like mind reading. You can't get her fortified up.
Yeah. She definitely wasn't.
Sorry, I'm drinking.
Yeah,
She
drinking. Yeah, so
definitely
I was
wasn't
drinking.
the bloodthirsty killer her father was.
Well, that kind of killed the mood, didn't it?
Not at all. I think we should celebrate. I was going to say reciprocate.
What are you thinking?
There's this high-class restaurant in the upper quarter of Rathholm, or Ratholm. They usually only serve nobles, but they let anyone in if they have enough gold. I hear that they have some lotus juice. Maid, do we have enough gold? I have some connections with the staff there. Don't worry about it. These last 2 days marked the beginning of my journey into the world of lore and magic. Our justice system was broken, rotten from the inside, but I had a voice now. I would never stop fighting. My skills in the Eye of Horus, I knew nothing could stop me. Or at least, that's what I hoped.
This feeling. I knew it. His radiant soul is finally ripe for the reaping.
Oh, is this the woman from Audra?
Even this small speck of time has felt like an eternity. I can't wait any longer. I can't wait to see that wretched light drain from his eyes.
Aye. William, please, I implore you. I know you're excited, but don't you think we are moving far too quickly?
Abjuration.
Interesting.
Is
So
that
defense magic. Oh,
Lloyd
Lloyd von Sanctus. Occupation Duke, head of House von Sanctus and the Duke of Commerce. This noble house is one of the 4 pillar families. This family is responsible for managing trade and commerce through Wyvengard.
Nonsense. Everything has been going according to plan.
William Frege, occupation Duke, age 62, the head of House Frege and the Duke of Finance. Wait, finance versus commerce. So like trade but money separately. His
Trade in
noble
the bank?
Huh? His
Companies
noble
in the banks? I don't know.
maybe
Anyway.
maybe it might be banks versus like income from trade. His noble house is one of the 4 pillar families responsible for tax collection and exchange of resources. House Frege owns and controls every banking house in Wyvern. Interesting choice. Von Sanctus shifted nervously, his rat-like posture practically shuddering. William Frege, on the other hand, only seemed bothered by Lloyd's incessant chittering. They both held the status of Duke. Only William wore it rather than the other way around. I have advocated for the Tyrions more than anyone else. I haven't had enough time to look into them.
The Arcturians are a efficient yet simple folk. The only thing they care about is filling their coffers. I'm quite proficient in that language.
Ah, now I look completely different. What of the Grand General?
Who do you think pays for all his soldiers?
You may be able to get to the ground forces, but his extended family is something else entirely. If you threaten them like this, they will respond in kind.
Loyalty can be bought, the same as any other commodity. Every house has a weak link. It's only a matter of time before I find his.
William!
Enough. This meeting is an opportunity for us to finally pull the Minister of Justice to our side. We will not squander it. We will take Wyvengard from Lucio today.
Turn up the beat.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's the thing whenever I see Lucia.
Yeah.
It's like, he's meant to be the big bad guy, but I can't think
Just
about
some guy with dreads playing like funky music.
him. We're spying while you're at it. We're duped for crying out loud.
Ugh. Boy just exhaled deeply as he followed William to the meeting. Oh my god, characters with faces. Pauline Sybil. They've arrived. Duchess, the head of House Sybil, and the Minister of Justice. This noble house is one of the four pillar families and is the most powerful of them. The family managed the judicial and legislative branches of Wyverngod's government for generations.
So she's going to be very important.
She's going to be the final
Minister.
boss. See, you had nothing to worry about, Your Grace.
That was definitely the same character, right? Yeah.
Remus, Vigile, but Vigile? It seemed that the Minister of Justice and the High Speaker had already arrived. Pauline Sybil and Theon Archeus, were the most powerful people in this room, in theory. They represented the justice system and the church, respectively, but both of their heads were always in the cloud. Their disposition made them more akin to cattle, would be distracted and coaxed with shiny trinkets. A weird way to describe them, considering one of them is head of the judicial system. Pauline was always ruminating about fate and the cosmos. She had often confused astrology with philosophy. That's not good. Theon was blinded by his obsession with the Scaled Lord and his stories. William was almost certain that his noble house had written half of those stories. Wait, whose house? Theon's house or William's house? A dangling participle? You want to be the Pope?
I was worried that something had befallen your convoy.
81.
No, that's not the one. Do you think that's a good voice for him?
I didn't think it was too bad. It's oddly youthful, so. But I think that kind of suits him.
It sounds like youthful, but a bit sickly, I would say. My voice I use there. I just feel like I'm going to give him the same voice as the one I played a moment ago.
It's alright.
I've been playing... Oh, that was good. I've been praying to the Scaled Lord for your safety.
Yeah, so the devoted leader of the Church of Bahamut. Interesting.
Wherever
so they are
he
doing D. This is just D&D. Do you think that they've got like a whole campaign on like YouTube that we can... like the devs of this game? Because this feels like something that they've played.
To be fair, Bahamut follows everyone.
Yeah, but Bahamut has like very different depictions and isn't always a dragon.
That's a good point, yeah.
I don't think... I mean, Dungeons and Dragons is literally the reason why Bahamut is like part dragon sometimes. Oh no, that's wrong. That's very wrong. I shouldn't say that because Bahamut is like a very old god that was a dragon before. I'm thinking of someone else. I'm thinking of the one that does the scales. I don't think I've met anyone who reveres the Scaled Lord as much as he does. Who's speaking?
This boy. If he's not near the end of the game, I don't know what they're doing.
He literally looks like a dragon guy. Look at him. You two are late. Mysterious lord who appears to be close to the royal family. Apparently, he's the royal advisor to the King of Wyverngot. I wonder why I've never heard of him. Interesting.
Oh. From the looks of it, we're not the only ones. Could the Grand General not be asked to show up? It's because of his foolishness that we've gathered.
Your foolishness! Sorry. It's his face from Elden Ring. It's not entirely true.
Okay, so Lucia hasn't shown up. Okay. Really? And what of his recent bloodbath in the countryside? Word on the grapevine says that his men tossed a clergyman from the top of a bell tower. The man is so bloodthirsty. We should check his pantry for the children he slaughtered.
William!
Shit.
You have assembled here. We have assembled here to discuss the lack of unity between the four pillars.
Unity? Spare me. House Frege, House von Sanctus, and House Civil are closer than they've ever been. The Stillwinds are the odd ones out. Unity requires trust, and he has done nothing but spill the blood of the people we've trusted him to protect.
His recent actions have been excessive. No one here will dispute them.
My dear Duchess, his excess has merchants refusing to move caravans through the countryside. The commoners are crying for justice and turning to insurrection, something that the Grand General is supposed to be putting a stop to. The other nations whisper about us like a barbarian state dressed in fancy robes. Trade has slowed. The Scout Lord teaches that prosperity is a convent between every... Did I say that right? Convent. Yeah,
Covenant
between... A covenant between every man in Wyvernguard.
House Steelwind carries the burden of protecting Wyvernguard's borders. As mishandled as these situations have been, he's not massacring his villagers for his own amusement.
He could have fooled me. A leader wins respect and loyalty. He doesn't hold his people hostage. Honestly, so far William's been saying good stuff, I would say. But as we all know, he does look like he's in the Bad News Bears group, but
Yeah.
we'll see.
God.
Mark my words, if this bloodshed continues, the commoners will revolt. These recent insurrections are just the start, and this will only continue if we allow Lucio's daughter to take the throne.
Throne?
Oh.
The
Oh,
Dukes.
interesting. Oh, what's... When they say throne, they don't actually mean royalty, do they? Or do they mean... No, they must mean...
No, they
Then
must
why is
just mean
that?
head of the family.
No, I don't think so.
Unless Lucio's married to someone within the royal family.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to guess, yeah.
If we're
there we
discussing
go.
Lady Stillwind's oh, okay. Literally. If we're discussing Lady Stillwind's marriage to the Crown Prince, surely he should be a part of this meeting as well.
Please. What can that bright-eyed boy contribute to this conversation? The only thing he's good for is holding fundraisers and cutting red ribbons.
So it's actually the person that we're fighting, so the younger girl, the 18-year-old, who's marrying into the royal family.
Yes, yep.
William. He's the heir to the throne.
Come now. The true rulers of Wyvernguard are all assembled in this room.
Ipsies. I'll admit the House of Lords has received more petitions against Lucio than any other general in Wyvernguard's history.
The church has been unable to collect many tithes as before. Even the most faithful are asking whether the Scout Lord would support such cruelty. Their faith is faltering. This cannot be allowed to continue.
I will not falter.
Oh, look who finally decided to show up.
I'm gonna fucking kill all of them. Oh my god.
Oh.
No, Lucio is this guy.
Okay, who wants him?
I'll do it, so... I know I'm late. I was caught in a debrief. I find this gathering to be pointless anyway. How dare you, Grand General? Have you no sense of respect? What use would respect be to ones who cannot command it? Will you demand my respect, Master of Abjuration? Well, I... Leave him alone, Lucio.
We were just discussing a recent catastrophe in the countryside. From what I've heard, the death toll has been astronomical. Did you beat your record?
If you have something to say, then say it plainly, Frege.
House Frege would like to move. House Frege would like to move to have the Stillwinds stripped of their authority and control of Ravengard's military. Lloyd, Coraline, and the Church agree with me on this matter.
Is that so? I mean, we of House von Sanctus stand with House Frege on this matter. I'm sorry, Lucio, but it's difficult to argue against what the reports have been saying. Ellipses. I will bring this matter to the House of Lords. We'll hold a vote. Then the House of Lords should know about what my agents have discovered. Eastern kingdoms have joined the Union.
What?
Surely this can't be true. It is. I'm sure the Ordo Australis will be announcing it publicly within the week.
Ravengard is now the only nation in the world that hasn't joined our alliance.
Oof. Correct. The only thing acting as a deterrent to our enemies is the high evocation magic of House Steelwind.
Mine.
My big staff. You think the House of Lords will be willing to oust the most powerful war mages from our rank?
Lucio.
Now, if you're done gnashing your teeth, William, I have to meet with the rest of my house. We'll need to prepare in case the Luminites become bold enough to bring war to the western border. Lucio, wait.
Damn it all. Since when were those Orientals so friendly with the Ordo Australis?
Unfriendly word.
I can't believe... What an unfriendly man. I can't believe the Luminites would suffer the company of those bug-eating savages.
Actually, their culture is very rich. I, for one, quite enjoy many of their bugs.
Shut up, Lloyd. We need to expedite our plans.
What?
Get the Arcanians on the line. I will have words with them.
Arcarians, oh yeah. You have been business with the Arcarus.
We're brokering a trade deal. I'm sure the House of Lords will be seeing it soon.
It seems the cosmos is in our favour then. They're the only ally we have left. Stay safe, Caroline. Or Coraline, sorry. You too, Lloyd. Please tell me these stories aren't true. Lucio. You already know the answer, Your Grace. How could you? I thought you'd never got involved in matters of the state. People are dying, Lucio. Children are dying under your watch. Do you think me capable of such atrocities, Your Grace? Yes? If you do, then strike me down, for I will return stronger than ever. You have the power to do so. Must be. It's because he's like royalty.
What do you think's going on then? Do you think he's completely lying and he is actually killing everyone? But I feel like that's a bit, how to put it, extreme? I get this is, we are given the, it's an extreme situation.
I mean, it's very possible that it's a smear campaign.
But then I feel like that's too simple. possible? I don't.
Well,
Hmm. Well,
didn't
we'll find
William
out, won't we?
say, don't forget who's paying for those soldiers?
Hmm.
Because William clearly didn't want him in the group, right?
Yeah.
And also, where is the best money? In the Union, right?
Oh,
So
of course.
if they
So he
take
could
away,
fund it.
yeah. So what he was
Okay.
doing is trying to destabilize the country that he's in to then allow them to join the Union because it will bring better trade. Because right now, Wyvengard doesn't allow anybody to make trade outside of the country.
That's true. Yeah.
And I know he's not
Mm.
part of commerce, but he is part of like finance. So it
Yeah.
could be a thing where William's not the one doing it, but it's actually Lloyd.
Hmm.
That would be really weird because
Hmm.
Lloyd has
Yeah.
got no power.
Hmm. Yeah. It's an interesting political situation.
Hmm.
Hmm.
You know, I won't do that, Lucio. I love you too much. Then stay out of my way. What has become of you, all of you?
I feel like some of these guys won't actually end up being. At least a couple of those characters, I think, will actually end up being on our side.
Yeah.
I have no idea which ones.
I'm assuming the dragon guy, Lucio. Not Lucio, sorry, Remus will be on our side.
Hmm.
He seems like a big softy.
Hmm.
Yes.
Pierce.
Oh, I know, yeah, it's you.
Yeah, it's just a normal night. Pierce, you have a visitor.
Steel Wind's brat again. I'm in no mood for another sanctimonious lecture. Oh my god, big titty!
Mm.
Gary? Jolene! 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 Time has not been kind to you. What are you talking about?
Hmm. Hmm? Oh shoot! I'll just do. Mix. Excuse you. I hope you know I'm. Still get mistaken for 20 wherever I go. Suppose some things never change.
Hello?
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
fucking
Hey.
mic keeps dying. I
Mm.
don't know
Oh.
why. I need to see what's wrong with it.
Ellipses, ellipses.
Yeah. Let's get on with it then. What? Go on, yell at me, curse at me. I doubt anyone would lift a finger if you open the cell and beat me half to death. Considering I'm gonna be murdered soon. Ellipses. So, do it. I forgive you for killing my husband. What? I forgive you for killing my husband, Garrick. Have you lost your mind? Do you think I feel any remorse? Think I'm still that weak child? I just don't have the energy for it. I saw what that resentment did to my husband. It festered inside him like an infection. I'm the only family Celeste has left. If only you knew where she really came from.
Oh, does he actually know? Ooh.
She's
Wait. Oh
the
shoot.
child of
White
the
hair.
royal family.
White hair. White hair. There were a few characters who had white hair, but then
What,
we
in
don't
that
know if that's
meeting?
because of age. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I would assume that the only royal, the only family that actually has definitively white hair is the royal family. Like,
Hmm.
that
Okay,
feels
we'll
very
have
on
to
brand.
see if we see the actual royals. Hmm.
Because why else would she be, like, abnormally strong without magic? I don't need to. She's reckless, stubborn, and a little spoiled, too. She takes after me in a lot of ways, and she takes a little too much after her father. But she's a good person. She's the kindest person I've ever known. I'm proud to call her my daughter. Then you're a fool. Gary, Flintheart didn't blame you for what happened to Effie. It's a lie. All he ever did was blame me. He didn't blame you until after you shut yourself away in your manor. We were all in so much pain over what happened, and you abandoned us. And you expect me to apologize for that? Effie always loved that spell. You know, the shape water one, the one that you killed my husband with. What? Do you remember how she danced in the lake while you shaped the water around her feet? Oh. She thought that spell was the most beautiful thing she had ever seen. That person died a long time ago. Hey, or you? You're a weed. Excuse me? So all you are, Jolene. You're a wilting weed on the road, waiting to be trampled over by this cold, wretched world. Do you think yourself virtuous for spewing out such empty platitudes? Admit it, you hate me, you despise me. If you could stomach it, you'd climb into this cell and plunge a blade into my chest, just like I did to your husband. No. Right now, I only feel sorry for you. I never thought you were weak. You were the kindest person I knew. I miss that man. You're right. He's gone now. But you are weak. Good luck with your trial, Garrick. Ha! I don't need luck, I have money! With my connections, I'll be out of this cell by week's end. I'll show you, I'll show all of you. Your daughter will be of use to me yet. My bargain. Oh, wait, is he actually going to come back?
Guess so, somehow. But probably not until a bit later.
Is he going to blackmail whoever whoever's parent
Yeah,
she is?
somehow. Yeah.
Valir Enos. How are you going to get all out? Is there more to the game, or is this still the demo?
What do you mean? This is the whole game?
Okay, so I'm not crazy. I thought this was like a demo.
No, I think you got confused. It's the other game that I played around your house as a demo.
No. I know that one was a demo, but I thought this
Yeah.
was something that you
no.
were like, oh, hey, I just got this demo and I wanted to play it with you, but I now
no.
realise that you meant that you purchased it and that we're playing it, so... Okay,
Yeah.
well, hopefully everybody's enjoyed then. If you
Yeah,
want
it's a
to
good
watch
time,
more of this, you can join us next time. See you all then. Goodbye.
Cool.
Shit, I need to get the mouse. Sorry.
Oh.
Sorry. Wait, no. Quick, say it. And then I'm gonna... Yeah.
Kitchen.
Yeah.